Heard about this word tsunami, and we had never expected that this is going to happen. So on 26th December, as usual, we were in the house. Suddenly, the sea went inside, retrieved, it went inside. So people went on telling sea is going inside, and they could see all the rocks in the middle of the sea. So we all came out to see the rock. As we came out to see the rock, elders told us to run away because the sea is going to come over us. So we started running.
Terkejut, ya terpaksa bernasib sama seperti orang lain, lari dan disatukan sama air dengan sampah-sampah yang dibawa kayu, beton itu semua.
All children came to me. The elders started running away from the sea, and there were so many children. Around 20 of them came near me, holding on to my dresses like this, and crying out, "Save me, save me!" So I took all the 20 of them and ran.
So she ran follow the many people, but she looked behind, but her house is all destroyed.
แล้วก็บ้านพังก็มีคนตายเยอะมากในบ้านหนูตายทั้งหมดอยู่ในใต้เตียง4 คน
In her house has about 7 people died. She cannot find her father, so she sit down and cry, and then father come back.
หนูดีใจมาก
And she's so happy, very very happy to find her father again.
หนูคิดว่าถ้า
For lost the house, lost the property, she will be not very sad. But to lose someone that she loved is very sad.
Satu abang sepupu saya lain nggak ada. Keluarga kandung saya cuma kedua orang tua saya aja. Kalau family ada puluhan.
Keluarga di situ dalam satu keluarga seperti saya bilang tadi, kalau rame-rame makan di situ, tidur di situ, nggak memungkinkan untuk satu keluarga itu yang rame, sehingga anak-anak yang tinggal di Daya tak betah tinggal di Daya.
That after the tsunami, they have to live in the pesantren, which is boarding school, because they are separated from their family.
In the Thailand, it's like domestic violation by their parents or their relatives.
But I think it's happened in Aceh or something else, somewhere else.
The children also depressed because of they are children from illegal community. Burmese children are discriminated for the others Thai children because of they're from Burma. They are mostly that they cannot speak Thai perfectly. You know that some of them, even they are 16 years, 18 years, 19 years, they have never studied before in Burma or in Thailand. Because most of their parents, they left from Burma because they have been violated, some human rights violated by the military regime, and they left from Burma. They working in Thailand for over a decade.
Needs, like immediately, the basic needs are there, and so they were the sort of most important at the point in time. And as you go on 3 months and then 6 months as rehabilitation occurs, those needs should be going down for the majority of people. Then the psychosocial aspects, the trauma's there from the very beginning, but the different aspects of it come out slight as a few weeks on, a few months on. So as you can see that it's there, but they start to increase and take over the basic needs issue. Sorry, I'm talking very fast. But as identified in some research, the most important thing for a lot of the victims of the tsunami is the return to normalcy.
Very happy, and also children also playing ball, and very happy, and our teachers teaching our children, and also very happy.
In our group, suggested that physical needs are not the most important. Psychological needs are most important for us. So we change according to the needs, and then we put this way.
Level to the school classroom setting and teaching plans. Classroom setting, this type of curriculum. So it would be kind of the intellectual knowledge or ethics cultures that will be passed on to the younger generation. Action research, training, so they know, they understand the basics of what it means by PAR. And then we also selected some active school members, school board members, together with the Education Service Area Office. This is the the Provincial Education Office. And then each school will plan their own PAR, together with the children, indigenous persons or the local wisdom. And then each school will plan their own local curriculum. And training and workshops then will be conducted for children and also the young people in each community.
Through theater, we don't only communicate with our body, voice, mind, soul, spirit, but we also communicate with our feelings, our emotions. It helps us to heal our own woundedness, okay? Especially when you talk about issues, no? Sometimes in theater, children and young people are able to express difficult situations, and using theater, which is very, it's quite a safe medium, to explore issues, without direct confrontation, on the issues. It will be easier for children to talk about their concerns.
In the school, we go in the daytime. We move to one school to another school. So one school we will drop for 2 days to do the workshop with the children. And in the community, we go in the night time because we have to wait until the parents finish the work so that they can join the children. And in the reading center, we design the process called Theater in Education. We create the study atmosphere for the school students in the various schools that we visit.
We rather would have that they show people in emergency situation how they are trying to help and how community comes forward together in times of emergencies.
They join people, they scream up, they find out more their families, their friends about the water.
Children themselves saved other children during the disaster. We have someone here who has saved 20 children herself.
Their father lost their jobs, so what they did to their parents. And then they joined to praying at the mosque or different schools to pray for their teachers, to pray for the better, for the reconstruction of the schools. They're cheering up depressed friends through games, activities, and encourage also sick people, they identify sick people in their village, encourage them to go to village clinic.
Yes, they have strong peer support. They are best placed to build the rapport and trusting relationship with other children.
In an emergency situations, in life and death situations, in health projects, in water and sanitation, the most frequently used arguments are the arguments about it's useful, children make contributions, children are assets, it's more effective, it's more efficient. There's a whole other set of arguments. And these arguments have to do with children have civil rights, children are citizens, children are agents of social change, children have a role in the political sphere.
Participation of children is like the participation of the poor, like the participation of women, relatively new in human history. And so everybody says, well, it's not traditional. No, it isn't. It's not traditional anywhere in the world. The main obstacle to children's participation is adults. Children, if given the chance, learn very quickly and do it very well. But adults really, really do have to get on a very steep learning curve. The two ways of doing that is one, for them to observe children participating effectively meaningfully in areas that adults are not used to them doing. The other is much more fundamental, and it can actually happen quite quickly that adults could change where that's concerned. And as you start with their own childhoods, you go back to them remembering their powerlessness. There are various techniques for doing this. It's important for them to remember the times in their childhoods when people didn't believe them, when they knew better than adults and adults wouldn't listen to them, when they wanted to be involved in a decision about which school to go to, what career to take, whether or not the family should move home. And they were told in their family, they weren't even vaguely involved, or they were told not to be involved. It's important for them to remember the injustices of childhood, which came from them not participating, not being taken seriously.
Children are human beings from the age of 0 to 18, and we arbitrarily deny them certain rights until they're 18. It's about time that children are granted, children are able to enjoy their full civil rights, the rights that are enshrined in the Convention of the Rights of the Child, and that they are able to enjoy these rights just the way any adult, any man, any woman would be able to enjoy their civil and political rights.
This courage, she says, because she was in the parliament for the past 5 years. So that training has given me this much of courage and that spirit to say, my friends, neighborhood families together are formed as one unit. Again, next to 30 families, so neighborhood groups of 30 families. Okay. In each unit, the children from 5 to 11 years come together as children's parliament. From 12 to 18 years come together as adolescents parliament. Now when we say a parliament, there will be a chief minister, a finance minister, education minister who takes care of education of that 30 families, a health minister who takes care of health aspects of the 30 families. So like that there are 5 ministers. She is the chief minister of Panchayat Parliament. We organize the neighborhood parliaments with the help of local people, CMTs. That's how it is sustained.
The person who says which shots will be taken is calling the shots. So this is really about children who are in that position on national television. And it's a content analysis of 43 episodes, 43 half-hour episodes of the Kabataan News Network, Philippines.
He's 11 years old. Every day, he braves the dangers of running after and jumping up these vehicles just to earn a few pesos.
Yung kinikita po ni Bulodoy, nakakatulong po ba yun sa pamilya niya at sa sarili niya?
Minsan minsan nag-aabot niya ng 20, ganyan, pagka wala sila, kasi minsan magkakabaw yung pamangkin.
According to his grandmother, the family is not always aware of where Bulodoy goes. She says he's the one who insists on working for his family. This doesn't mean, however, that Bulodoy doesn't have dreams of his own.
When you start listening to youth, they repeatedly emphasize the importance of being heard. It runs through their narratives, stories. The importance of being heard in the world, having a voice, knowing that you are gaining respect. Very important developmental process in adolescence. How much the young people in KNN want to show their home, their community, their place, shining a light on problems usually where there's not enough light shining. Themes, children at risk, violence, abuse, violation of rights, and environmental degradation.
want to see these ideas, these ideals, the children organizing themselves, children expressing their views, children demanding, taking their rightful position, rightful place in the political arena at all levels, at the community level, in the media, at the national level, at the international level. And I want to see these ideas catch on in a big way. I want to see that children are included in decisions as a matter of course, that this is not being seen as a privilege, that children should be thankful for being included in decisions, thankful to be invited to conferences, but that this is being seen as something natural.